Hi, I'm at Conlay Station MRT and I'm going to walk to Jalan U Thant, Jalan Langgak Golf and also visit Hock Choon supermarket. Alright, let's go! It's pretty deserted today. I mean, I guess it's just after the 2-day holiday, you know, Malaysia Day, and it seems as though nobody's gone back to work because it's completely deserted. I mean, it's not rush hour or anything. It's about what, 11 o'clock now, but still it's very eerily quiet. It's like, you know, nobody here. Crazy, huh? So anyway, I'm going to walk along Jalan Conlay and go to Jalan U Thant. Right. Okay, so here I am in Jalan Conlay, and I was actually going to take a hike in the wild somewhere because the last episode in Bukit Tabur whetted my appetite, but it's been raining, as you can see, and I didn't want to traipse through wet grass and wet ground and, you know, and slip and fall and get my shoes muddy because of that. So that's why I'm walking around Ampang, because also a viewer did request that I walk around these places, so I thought I'd do that. Completely crazy really, because I don't remember Jalan Conlay being like this. This is a very nice replica of a kampong. I don't think it's very typical of a typical kampong house, because I don't think it'd have glass windows and stuff, but it's still a nice building. Yes, but it's locked up, so I can't go in. Anyway. So Jalan Conlay to me rings a bell, the name. I know I've been here in some other lifetime, but it certainly didn't look like this, or I don't remember. This is the first time I'm actually coming across this anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. The only remnants of the past seem to be the trees, because these are pretty large trees that have been pruned. Yep, definitely pruned. Nice grounds. Not a very pedestrian friendly road, this. I mean, it doesn't have any. This is the pavement and it's blocked by trees. Over there there's not even a sidewalk, and over here it's a very narrow sidewalk. So this is oh, look at this land over here. Gosh, that's beautiful. I mean, it's like this land hasn't been touched, or, you know, it's good. Doesn't look as though it's there might have been a house over there at some point, but apart from that, this land, look at it. And look at the trees. That's really nice. Lovely. A big gate. It's such lovely land, man. Look at that old house over there. right smack in the center of KL. And this says Eaton House International Preschool. But looks like this particular place is again not being used. It's like empty. What a lovely construction. It's like a cross between I mean, look at the windows up there. They don't look as though they're like new. It's like half wood and half concrete and stones by the look of it. The walls look like it's got an exterior stones. I wonder what this building's all about. And then at the back there's an outhouse, and that's again made with wood and concrete. Really, really weird. But look at all the windows and stuff. Look at the bars. Those are very unusual. They're like ovals, you know, to stop people from getting in. Yeah, look, all ovals over there. Over here, I don't know. I mean, the place I'm going to is also known as Embassy Row, because there are lots of embassies here. Alright, let me get somewhere safe. So this is a pretty unfamiliar sight to me, because if I'm not mistaken, over there where the flyover is, underneath the flyover is the entrance to the Royal Selangor Golf Club, which is the place I used to go when I was young, because my dad was a member. But it looks as though the flyover has been built to ease congestion, or maybe no, because it's leading to somewhere else. So this has changed so much. So I haven't been following Google Maps, because Google Maps wanted me to take a huge detour, but I guess it did that because it didn't want me to cross the main road, perhaps. But I would have crossed the main road. I mean, it's a 3-lane affair, but it's doable ish. But it's a far sight better than taking a detour. So anyway, let's give this a go, shall we? I'm not in Vietnam. So, in the end, I did have to take a detour and walk down this way, because it's impossible to cross the road. The traffic's incessant, and the reason why Google Maps directed me in a different way was because that's the only footbridge across the road, which for me is silly completely. Squirrel. Yep, I can say that sometimes it does piss me off slightly that KL doesn't make the place in places more pedestrian friendly, because even to access this bridge I have to walk across the road and access it in a certain way, which for me is completely silly. Look, so I'm going to try to do the smart thing and go this way. So this is the only footbridge across this very, very busy road. It's completely silly. I mean, they can make at least underground passages or something to make it a bit more pedestrian friendly, but they're not bothered, I guess. Okay, sorry for my rant. And look at this. It's flooded. This is real crap. This building, look at it. Looks as though it's from the past sometime, maybe late 60s or 70s, but wow. Yeah, I'm coming back on myself because as you can see, I was across there where the sign is, and I had to go all the way there to come back because it's impossible to cross this road. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want to go to Jalan Langgak Golf and have a look. So I passed the American embassy just now. The security guard said there's no filming around here, not anywhere close. Not around the perimeter or anything, so I wasn't allowed to film. Now I've just passed the embassy of Iraq, and this is a place where there's lots of embassies, so I guess it's known as Embassy Row. But I don't know how how strict they are about filming around here, because it's all embassies and there are a lot of security guards just around the corner watching every step anybody makes. So we'll see how we get on with filming, because I mean, is this road actually private? Because if this road is private, then I can understand it, but if it isn't private, then they have no authority to ask me to stop filming on a public road, as long as I'm filming myself, that is. So you'll probably have to see everything in retrospect. When I walk down this road, you can see the things in the background, but hopefully I can turn the camera forward again. So this is Jalan Langgak Golf, and Jalan Langgak Golf means Golf Road, or Golf Drive as it's called. And there are quite a lot of large houses here. You know, it's like I feel as though I'm intruding completely because the security guards, there's security cameras everywhere. So it's not very inviting at all, and yeah, but it's a lovely road, and the houses are lovely. Embassy of Peru. So I did some research and I asked when the buildings were built in Jalan Langgak Golf, and it said it was established in the 1960s, but so the buildings would be around 1960, 1970. I mean, some of these places are just palatial. I'm just waiting for somebody to say, hey, stop filming. New Zealand official residence. Lovely outhouse, guardhouse. Look at this land over here. Lovely. Lovely, huh? It's starting to spit at the moment, so it's the rain's not done. It's a good thing I'm not traipsing up some hill somewhere, isn't it? This one looks as though it's being renovated or something, or not occupied. And this particular area is a low density area, so the grounds are huge. Look at that. Land for sale. Wow. This tree has been cut down at one point, but it's all growing back, just like those trees over there. All cut down, huge trees. But looks as though they're going to start growing back out. Great stuff. I can see some shoots already. Nice. So this place, yes, basically it's low density, and also they have a stipulation that if you have a building, it can't be any higher than 10 stories. So just walking down this road, I just feel like an intruder already. Like as though, hey, what you doing here? You don't belong. So I don't like the feel of it. I mean, it's a lovely walk, but it just makes you feel as though you don't belong here, so get out of here. But like I say, as long as this is a public road, I'm gonna keep walking it. As long as I don't point my camera as I'm doing now. But shh, don't tell anybody. But some of these houses look familiar because you know, some of the layouts, you know, like you have the main building. Oh, look at this one. Gee whiz, that is huge. Look at the house behind. Yeah, as I was saying, because of the layout, it's like you have the main house and then you have some sort of annex, but it's not really, because it's just running along the main house, and it's completely covered and completely enclosed with walls. And I remember when I was young, in my teens, when I used to party, we would be partying not in the main place, but just on the side of the main place. The party was all around. Look at this one. Looks again not new. This one across the street's been kept very nicely. It looks as though it's been maintained. So I think it's an older building too. When? I don't know. 60s, I guess, if this place has been established in the 60s. Hope that siren wasn't for me. No, I think it's probably the police. Maybe they're coming for me. I don't know. Okay, over there across the road, look at this building too. I mean, some of them look as though they're not being used, or they look unoccupied. Oh, this one, the windows are open, so. Look at this. My goodness. The windows are open, but it's all shuttered with glass, so it's got a Malaysian flag. But let's take a walk in here just to have a look. I mean, the shutters and stuff, they look original. I don't see any security cameras. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Now over there we have a house that's built almost exactly as the one we saw previously over there. Craziness, huh? Beautiful house. So there it says it's the residence of the Australian High Commissioner. Okay, security cameras everywhere. I think it's rather strange that one lives behind high walls. This is the Surin International School. And then this building, no higher than 10 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. And then some other buildings. That one looks as though it's in disrepair. Hello. Yep, so most of this place is private. I tried to walk into the other side to actually have a bit of a look to see if I could spot the golf club. But I was told that it's private, can't go in there. Looked as though it was a kitchen or something that was serving the golf club, but this is Jalan Langgak Golf, so over there, across where the buildings are, would be completely the golf club. Yeah, so I really don't like the feel of this place. It's just uninviting. It's like if you have no business here, you're not welcome. It's like private places, embassies, houses and residence of the high commissioners and stuff, and it's all behind high walls and you're not invited. It's you know, a place where you say keep out, just keep out, okay, mind your own business, get out of here. And of course every building has a security guard sitting outside. Okay, so I've just come out this road and now I'm in Jalan U Thant. I'm going to walk down this way and then come back on myself and then to have a look at Hock Choon, is it? Hock Choon supermarket, which hopefully should be a lot more relaxed than this. This is quite stressful, tell you the truth. Another house that looks as though it's built sometime in the past. So U Thant Road, or Jalan U Thant, has been named after a former UN Secretary General from Burma who served the UN from 1961 until 1971. Don't know why they decided to name this road after him. This is Lorong U Thant. Okay, ends there and there's nothing I can see. So I thought I filmed this, but I probably didn't because when I looked at my camera, it wasn't on. So I just saw a security guard drive down this area and, you know, like I say, it's not very welcoming, but I'll do this again. I mean, this building's been completely abandoned and there is a security outpost there. And next to it is a building like as though it's been built in the 60s or 70s. I cannot say definitely, but my place in Petaling Jaya was built in the 60s or so, and there were buildings around my neighborhood which looked like this. And of course you have the stone walls, or this stone wall. And so I always think that these places have more character, the buildings have more character. But then again, I guess 50 years down the line, people will look at all the new buildings that we see and they say, wow, how much character there is to these buildings. You know, when they the current buildings 50 years from now would be just glass bubbles. So, you know, who knows? Maybe all the designs that now I think are not as characterful as the older ones, will be looked upon as having so much character. Who am I to say? Okay, now the building over there. It looks as though it's been there since the 60s. But the mosquitoes, man, the mosquitoes are terrible. Selamat pagi. Oh, tengah hari sudah. Okay, this is the Royal Embassy of Cambodia. So some of them are really more inviting than others. I mean, the other ones, which you know, are all new and modern with look at this, impenetrable wall of roots. Craziness. Look at that. It's crazy. Wow. Just imagine if you fell asleep in there and didn't wake up for 5 years, to be completely imprisoned. That's a bit silly, isn't it? Okay, so this is U Thant, U Thant. But it looks as though I'm not going to get any glimpse of anything because everything's behind closed high walls. The only way is through the gates where there's security guards, and I don't want to be poking my camera in their noses. Man, I've just been bitten by mosquitoes everywhere. I know I keep complaining about it. It's either the heat or mosquitoes, isn't it, for me? Anyway, let's continue down this Jalan U Thant. I know it's going to lead to a dead end. I'm going to have to double back myself, but we'll turn around when we get there. So, this place, what is it? Doesn't look like modern design. That's in 2025. I keep forgetting whenever I see 2000s, I always think, well, that's new, but really it's quarter of a century old. So I guess depends on what you call new. And look over there, look at that space, look at the ground. It's just like full of huge trees right down there. It's crazy. And then we come to these high-rise, well, high-rise, I say, it's not more than 10 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 exactly. So they didn't exceed 10. They just met the maximum permissible height or stories. Okay, so across there is private land again, right behind tall divide. It says Tanah Persendirian, which means private land. Trespassers will be prosecuted. I'm not going to trespass. I could squeeze under there if I wanted. Wow. There is a guardhouse there too. Whoops, does that one have more than 10 stories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 stories. Now, I thought it's supposed to be a limit as in the number of stories, but this one has 14 stories. That's weird, isn't it? I wonder when these buildings were built, because they look, I kind of like them. I mean, they don't look new, as in not in the last few years, definitely, but they don't look that old either. Looks as though it's a Down syndrome. Persatuan is union. So this is definitely not as shady. Strange. What a contrast. Swimming pool. That's I saw that some of these places are residences of ambassadors and also some embassies. This one's curious, Raja Ratnam Apartments, that's completely abandoned. There are quite a lot of abandoned places here, you know, even over there. Look, this used to be a football field, a tiny one. Gate, but nothing here. Okay, over there it's dead end with building and the security guards there, so I don't want to go there. Let's cross the road and go back. Okay, so what I said about the limit of 10 stories, I guess doesn't apply to Jalan U Thant, because actually where I read the information, it actually said Taman U Thant, which is a place that's around the corner. And it says that this particular area is very popular with expats for convenience and tranquility. There's another road down there, and I think I'm going to have to walk down it. Yeah, call it OCD, call it whatever you want, but this is Lingkungan U Thant. I don't think it's going to lead to too many places, but I still have to walk down it. Oh, that's an unusual bird. Okay, so all of these buildings are definitely older. JKR. Wow. Wow, it stretches for a long way. Doesn't look occupied. Craziness, huh? Imagine having to live behind high walls and residents of the ambassador of Algeria. Look at this 70s looking house. Nila Villa. Empty plot of land. The only place I feel safe enough to point a camera. Crazy building over there, look at that. I hear that some of these places are embassy land. I'm getting out of here. This is what they have in mind for this place behind this fence. It's been here since 2016. So apparently this road leads down to Taman U Thant. But this place seems to be the same kind of fare, in the sense it's all behind high walls. And you can't really get to see the houses unless I poke my camera through the gates right next to the security outpost. But there's some nice buildings here, I must say. Okay, so that's where I walked out from. So I'm back on Jalan U Thant, and I'm just going to complete this road, and then I'm going to go to Hock Choon supermarket. But look at this thing across the street. Oh, look at this older house. This thing across the street is like a huge mansion. Isn't that lovely? 3 acre. Do they have lifts in there? There's like 4 levels. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Another road. Another piece of land. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Montessori. Okay, well, I'm coming to the end of Jalan U Thant. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the other side to find Hock Choon supermarket. So to get to this supermarket, I have to walk through Taman U Thant. But man, some of these places, they look just like abandoned. Kenya High Commission. So this is a bit of Taman U Thant. Didn't want to come down this way, but it's quite pleasant. Feels a lot less welcoming. That leads to a deserted piece of land, and I don't know if that house is occupied. It certainly looks like a place that could be occupied. Cool, blimey. Private property, park at your own risk, it says. It's a bat. Look at the old style window. Reminds me of a place that we used to go somewhere around here that was a house like this that you had to park your car around it, and then you would come in here and they would sell chop fan. And chop fan is just like some sort of mixed rice. I don't want to go in there because it's really filthy. Maybe I'll go down this. Yeah. And I remember me and a friend called Awa used to come here to eat. Well, not here, but someplace similar. Could somebody have been living here? Well, it says no entry for staff only. Okay, roof is coming down. Let's get out of here, shall we? All right, so it's got a lot of compound. Certainly built some time ago, and this place over here is abandoned. So we're coming up to Ampang Road. There's a lovely house over there, look, so an old one. So nice. I'm glad I came down this way. Quite a few gems. Look at this one. I love the weight. I love the stonework. Yep, so lots of expats around here to escape noise. This is Jalan Ampang. Yeah. Okay, so this is the famous Hock Choon supermarket, and why it's famous is because it was one of the first places in Malaysia to start selling epicurean stuff. And it started like a wooden hut, and in the 1970s this 3-story building replaced it. So let's go have a look. So first thing I noticed was they had a place selling magazines and stuff, which is really cool. And Asian kind of fair chips stuff, Hot Wheels. And there's a cafe on the left, on the left. And if you walk down the aisles, they're all old style, old racks and stuff. Looks just like an old style supermarket. So they have all the tidbits, all the snacks that anybody could ever want. Pringles. The stuff up there, I don't know what they are. So basically they try to cater for all the customers that live around the area, all the expats, which would comprise Americans, English, Russian, Kenyan, everything. I mean, everybody. So here I've seen many expats just coming into the supermarket. Now I don't think there's anything special about the refrigerator. There's all the normal juices and stuff, maybe some brands that I don't recognize. Cheeses, nothing special. No deli. Margarines and butters. Don't touch margarine, for God's sake. Yep, don't want that stuff, it's all yucky. And then coming down to the meat section, they don't have any meat on the shelves. So, as much as it's supposed to be a good place to buy meat, there's no meat. So they've either sold out or they didn't get a delivery. And this side was the fish section. And then going down this side, I was looking for soda water, but they didn't have soda. They did have fat cans of Schweppes. I don't know what they was. That was slightly different. But the rest seemed the same. I mean, you got all these things that you can get in modern day supermarkets now. I guess they were the first to do this. Moving down the aisle, look at those huge bottles of cordial. And now, frozen stuff, Korean stuff in there. All right, miscellaneous household items, washing powder or washing liquid, detergent. Okay, now this place, they have loads of different kinds of beer. Leffy, Stella Artois, some other things that I didn't recognize. Yep, so they have quite a selection of beer. But the wine section, that was something else. Okay, so look at this wine section. It's crazy because it's not just one row. It's also on the other side of the on the other side. And look at this huge wine selection. That's huge.
Take me home. Take me home.
Yep.
Merry Christmas all.
I guess it's to cater for all the tastes from different parts of the world. And the wine comes from different places too. I was tempted. Liquor, of course, all the spirits. So huge selection. And then round the other side, the other aisle, this aisle, more wine. And this particular supermarket is all owned by Jaya Group, the Jaya Supermarket Group. It was started by Mr. Teng, who passed away over a decade ago. So he's taken over. I think he got his idea for Jaya from this particular supermarket because I hear from stories he was hanging around this area. And that's when he started. He got all the suppliers from this supermarket to supply him when he started Jaya Supermarket, Jaya Grocer rather I should say. And this used to be a privately owned business, now it's owned by Jaya Grocers. And then coming down the side is the cafe that I didn't show you initially. So I was looking at the coffee things and they do coffee and stuff. So let's see what this is. More shops. upstairs, first floor.
but golden kisses are gonna break my pain.
One stop for all. You can come here, you can have some food, do your shopping, get a haircut. You also have local cuisine, Dolby. Into salon. Well, that was it. So I'm heading back now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.